All right. So I'm going to unpack a little bit a scenario that transpired today with me in my bank. One of my banks. This is the bank that holds my car loan. Okay. In my local area, there is a very prominent credit union that has just went from here to here overnight, essentially. I'm 41 years old. Okay. And they control a lot in this area. They do. And they just built this prestigious operations building. One up on a fly. So they're doing all right. It's about the only building in my area that I think it's 3 or 4 stories. It's a beautiful building. It's got a garage for the cars to park in. To my understanding, there's a lot of empty offices, but it went up very quickly. That said, I lead into this. I've always had my car loans with them. I've had various loans with them since I've been here in this area. All of my car loans have pretty much been through Eglin. There were car loans that I had with like the dealership and stuff like that. Unfortunately, I've been one of those people. I've just always had to have a car. I've never had the amount of money to go put down and buy a car outright. That's just not something that I've had in my life. Furthermore, have I made bad decisions to overindulge and buy a car that I can't afford? Absolutely. Who hasn't? Why wouldn't you? Because you want to stand up to that status quo. You want to stand up for that image. That said, I've had 2 bankruptcies. I'm not too ashamed to say it. Is it a proud moment in my life? Absolutely not. Do I take it on the chin? Absolutely. But am I going to let it tear me down? No, not at all. Especially when Poppy T's had a few himself in all of his businesses. So if the president himself can roll out, I think he had 6 for all of his businesses in different areas. We're good here. We're good. That said, I did my second bankruptcy in 2024. And I had to pay $2,500 for it. And I have always made sure to reattain my car loans with this particular credit union. Okay. And I've always, based off how your lawyer tells you how to do it, this and that. Well, for some reason in 2024, one of my loans dropped off that I reaffirmed, and they wouldn't take my money. They would not take my money. I tried to pay it and they wouldn't. And so in the midst of them not taking my money, they then took away my ability to have online banking. So I still have my car loan. Not to mention, I had 2 loans that I co-signed. I co-signed for my brother to buy a vehicle when he couldn't do it. So I had that, and he's recently paid it off. So that's great. And I had another loan that I pulled out for my parents to get a roof for their other house that I co-signed with my brother. Okay? Same with this credit union. All right? So I had those 2 loans with my brother. I had the car that I'm in now, and then I had that one mysterious loan that dropped off. So I went in today, and I've been paying on my car payment. I still owe $17 on that dang thing. And I noticed that there's a $20 fee. I'm like, I'm not late. I'm 5 business days behind my due date. So because I can't pay online, I have to go to one bank, pull out the cash, and then take it to their bank to pay it. That's how I have to pay it. I work 8 to 5, 9 to 5, and generally I don't always take lunches. And so I went by there today to pay it, and I saw the fee, and I was like, why am I getting charged this fee? I'm not late. And she's like, oh, well, your loan is 7-day grace period. I said, what? There's been multiple times where I've had conversations in the past with people in the loan department, this and that, because they tied my loan into a bankruptcy, although they were both reaffirmed. And when I talked to the lady today, who was rude as crap, but I let her know, she's like, oh, the wording's wrong. It should have been retain instead of reaffirm. Don't those pretty much mean the same? I hate that your attorney had you do it this way. This is what she said. I'm like, so break it down to me. So it's not reaffirm, it should have been retain. And so if it was retained, then you guys wouldn't have done all the weird stuff you did out the back. However it is, again, I know credit unions have their fancy wording. They have the ability to manipulate loans and change the grace period and all that. Credit unions have a different leniency when it comes to the rules and regulations of the banking system. I'm well aware of that. I was in banking for 10 years, okay? But this is what irritates me is I know without a doubt now, I mean, because I haven't checked all my receipts, like now knowing, so it's 7 days. It's not even 7 business days. It's 7 days. So it includes Saturday and Sunday that I can't even pay it because I don't have online access. So I can't even pay it. But yet they're giving me seven grace days to pay it. Otherwise, they ain't gonna charge me $20. And they've been charging me $20 for quite a while. And I just haven't noticed it, truthfully. And that's on me. I take it on me. Believe me, the mistake won't happen again. That I can assure you. That I can assure you. However, what I told her when I was in the conversation with her, and she's sitting here, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. You can go to these star tellers where they have these virtual tellers where you can go up. I said, oh, okay, cool. So are they open on Saturday and Sunday? No. I said, okay. So my loan is due on the 15th. I got 5 days before I get hit with $20. Understood. You should just live with that. Quit with all this dancing around crap. All right. The thing that irritates me the most, like I said to her, I said, what you're doing and what you're saying is morally unfair. It's not fair, and it's honorably just against the grains of just basic laws of business. Okay. You guys took it upon yourself to move my loans into the bankruptcy, although they were reaffirmed. But for some reason, based off what she said to me today, the verbiage was incorrect. And then when I went in to pay one of my loans, they told me I can no longer make payments on it. Okay. And then they take away my online banking. And fast forward to where I'm at today. So I've had this car since 2021, and I finally got it down to 17. And I'm like, I have no idea where my money's been going, truthfully. Like, I couldn't even tell you. I've gotten the bank statements up until, because I started picking up on funky stuff. And when I put it in my ChatGPT, there were discrepancies. Okay, in reference to the accounting, the interest rate, and things of that nature. But I did not fight it because it's pointless. It is pointless in reference to how this system is built and everything that I've had to go through in reference to just everything with the courts. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I pick my battles. But I know, as well as I sit here and I put this out here so freely in reference to, like, I don't care what people say in reference to my credit, like, they're going to say whatever. They're going to spin whatever, Unfortunately, I've done the best I can. When I went through my divorce, I left my divorce with fucking nothing. Excuse my French. I'm sorry. Nothing. My ex-husband got everything. Okay? Everything. And he took the house we purchased together and he sold it and made a lot of money. And they manipulated the documents for him to do that. All right? They submitted a claim in reference to the deed and wrote correction on it. But that wasn't my correction. And they tried to reach out to me and I told them no. But they did it anyways. Okay? So again, I take ownership in living above my means, giving my kid more than what I should have, this and that, my addiction. Yeah. I take all of that. Okay? But at the end of the day, I'm not out here taking advantage and doing the most when it comes to egregious corruptive activities. Like being a part of money laundering. Like being a part of manipulating documents, like being a part of manipulating financial systems, being a part of, sky's the limit, and never have I ever. And so if anybody wants to try to come at me with some receipts and all that, I'd be downtown, and this is what frustrates me, is because they put people in these positions where they want to make you feel like you're less than what you are because you're past due, you had to do a bankruptcy, you had to do this, whatever. And at the end of the day, yeah, is there things we could have done different? Yeah. Have I learned my indifferences in spending and being able to be more frugal, giving my son things and things like that? Absolutely. And because I've been willingly open to learning the concept of money and not giving money the power over me to where I felt like I had to spend money, not to mention how much I spent on other people buying concert tickets and this and that just for my friends. But not allowing that to take me in the hole, because I learned from my mistakes. I always try to learn from my mistakes and rise above them. But, I just felt compelled to share this because I don't want anybody to feel less than what they are based